Stuck in a downward spiral for what seems like an eternity, troubled Android phone maker HTC has been actively diversifying its portfolio this year. Sure, there was the mandatory One M9 flagship, as well as a bunch of Desire mid-rangers, but we've also seen some more or less unexpected entrants, such as the HTC One M9 Plus. Ah, an M9 in a supersized form, you might think. Not exactly. The M9 Plus is slightly bigger than the M9, but not really big enough to call it a phablet. At the same time, it bumps some of the specs up, like the resolution, but also turns things down in other areas, such as the chipset. It's really difficult to determine the exact position of the One M9 Plus relative to the M9, which is why we won't even try. Let's just review it for what it is. The 20MP camera with f2.2 aperture of the HTC One M9 Plus is a continuation of the one we met in the M9. It's a versatile shooter offering a variety of options and settings for shutterbugs. What's notable here is the duo camera feature. The duo camera thing that was one of the highlights of the One M8 in 2014 failed to gain any steam. Since then, HTC hasn't used it in its phones, but surprisingly, the M9 Plus does have it. It comes with an extensive collection of effects and post-editing options, which tend to take a while to get processed and applied, but may lead to interesting results. This 20MP camera sure isn't the savior of HTC, because the images it takes are of about average quality. We found most photos to have some haziness to them, and a pronounced lack of definition. Fine details are hard to come by, while color balance tends to be okay most of the time, though some trickier situations easily fool it. Indoors, things are largely the same, with a slight occasional greeniness here and there. The ultra-pixel selfie camera, on the other hand, actually does a pretty nice job. It, too, can easily mess the white balance up, however. Video recording is more or less disappointing. 1080p recordings are low on actual details, and the footage, as a whole, is quite jerky. That's quite unfortunate, because 4K videos recorded with the HTC One M9 Plus are next to unplayable on a normal computer, even with a dedicated player, whose specialty is 4K videos. Furthermore, if you're looking for seamless continuous autofocus, this isn't the phone for you. Looking at its responsiveness and accuracy, it's probably for the better that this feature is disabled by default.